I've got the ultimate Void Titan build for you today. Look at all this healing, all this blue overshield that we're going to be getting. We're going to be taking advantage of volatile rounds, controlled demolition, Bastion to get all this overshields. Repulsor brace we've got featured in this video. We're also going to be running mods called Wall of Tenacity to get an absolutely massive damage reduction. This is master duality gameplay, so just check out how, without a care in the world, I'm just running around really, just showing it off just to show you how much overshield and healing you're going to get. We're going to be creating elemental wells via Reaping Well Maker. Got everything going on, loads of damage reduction. Stay tuned. The first part of the sort of build is all around the Reaping Well Maker. What it does, after activating your class ability, you spawn a Void Elemental Well with your next kill. Any weapon kill doesn't have to be Void like so any kill is going to spawn that Void Elemental Well, and I'm going to pick that up and I'll run Wall of Tenacity. It gives you a damage reduction of about 50%, so it's absolutely insane. And I run 2 of these to stack the timer, and as long as you run Elemental Time Dilation, you can stack a few of these to get the timer up. So you can get like a good 10 seconds of damage reduction. So it's really nice. So that's the first part of it. The second part of it, on top of all that damage reduction, you can use a perk called Repulsor Brace, which rolls on a couple of weapons. I'll feature them at the end. In this case I've got it on the Epicurean. How it works is every time you debuff an enemy with your Void Weakening effects, so from your grenade with Echo of Undermining, or perfect for Tractor Cannon. Tractor Cannon debuffs enemies by 30%, your grenade's going to debuff your enemies as well by 15%. So a grenade or Tractor Cannon, and it works really nicely with the damage reduction. Just a little example of it working now is debuffed, and then you get that overshield from Repulsor Brace. So it's really nice on top of the Wall of Tenacity damage reduction. So that's a couple of ways to get an overshield and damage reduction. And then we've got a bit more to show you as well with Bastion on the actual Void subclass. What that does, every time you put your barricade down, that's also going to give you an overshield. And as you can see there, that enemy's debuffed, and then you can just keep refreshing. And then on top of that, you're going to be taking advantage of controlled demolition. Hitting the target with your Void ability makes them volatile, and when they explode, you're also going to heal. So all that going on, we haven't chosen the exotic yet. Precious Scars is the one I personally like to run. What this does, it's really nice. Final blows with the weapon that matches your damage type of your subclass, creates an energy burst of healing around you. After reviving or being revived, you gain an aura that provides overshields to you and your nearby allies. So if you revive somebody on your team, it's going to give them a real nice overshield, and it does protect them quite a bit. I think it's like an extra 60 HP, so it's super nice little overshield that you get. But the top part is the really important part. It's a little bit like a watered down Devour, but with everything else that we've got going on, it's really nice. So every time you get a kill with a Void weapon, because we're on a Void subclass, it's going to give you a nice burst of healing, and it also gives you increased recovery as well. So Precious Scars is the one. If you don't have Precious Scars, Mask of the Quiet One also works really nicely. So if we just look on this bottom left now, you're going to see the resist ×3, that's the Wall of Tenacity. I've got the volatile rams going also, so I'm going to get the healing off that as well. And then every time I get a Void weapon kill, I am also going to get a healing effect from the Precious Scars. So everything going on, all the overshields, the Wall of Tenacity, the resist, the Repulsor Brace. You've literally got so much stuff to heal you and give you overshields on this build. You're an absolute unit of a Titan. Void for me is still my go-to subclass, and Arc Titans are absolutely insane at the moment with the storm grenades and stuff like this. But this build to me just feels so strong. You feel so tanky, extremely hard to kill with all the stuff going on, like I've said. So the build itself, like I've said, is focused all around the sort of solo sort of stuff, lost sectors, master duality, things like that. And like the other side of the build as well for team play, it is actually really good, especially if we're running something like Tractor Cannon. It's a really nice little build for everyone included, your teammates. If you do play with your team, you can still run this, just applying that 30% debuff. It's extremely useful. It's going to make them targets go down a real lot quicker, and especially with the Divinity Nerf coming next season, I think this type of build could be extremely useful. Just having one player with a Tractor Cannon, and like I've said, while we're on that Tractor Cannon, you might as well take advantage of Repulsor Brace. It's just like a perfect matching. again, just some lost sets of gameplay. What you'll see in most of these clips is just how easy a lot of the things are. You've got that overshield all the time, you're debuffing them, so everything that you've got is just going to do extra damage. And again, most of these clips that you'll see, I've pretty much got an overshield going all of the time, and that's not me cutting clips, that's just how it is. The build is like this, you're just going to get overshields everywhere and healing everywhere. So just to clarify, I haven't tried to make this build look good by cutting clips here and there. Try it yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. You do just get overshields left, right, centre, and you're just going to cause volatile explosions everywhere. So I just want to quickly go over again Precious Scars with some other weapons, not just tractor cannon. You're just going to provide a constant healing buff for you and your teammates. If you just keep an eye on this bottom left now, that healing with weapons such as Le Monarch, it works really nice with Le Monarch as well. Especially when you've got that volatile rounds, you're going to get that healing buff going all the time from the Precious Scars. It's keeping you healed, your teammates, and it also gives them a boost to that recovery. So it's perfect for team play as well for situations like this. Just picking enemies off, you're going to see that healing buff all of the time. That's the Precious Scars again, that's what it does. It's giving you and your teammates a nice little cushion of healing, like a nice steady supply of healing, so it's really nice. The other side to Precious Scars is the actual exotic trait. The other part of it is when somebody dies like so and you revive them, it's going to say shielded allies, and anybody within this little radius there, I don't know if you can see it, that little white circle, they're going to also take reduced damage. I think it's around 60% in PvE, so it's really nice, and it all fits into the support type of style of the Void Support Titan if you do decide to use this with teams, and it's really useful. Wave Splitter is really good with this build as well, obviously with Precious Scars and all the other stuff going on. So Wave Splitter, Le Monarch, things like that, again all fit in nicely with the Precious Scars, just something you can get quite a lot of kills with rapidly or over a period of time. Both work really nicely. The only thing I've got left to do now is show you my setup and mods, so stay tuned. Look at all these volatile rounds, love it. This is now the final piece of the build. I'll always leave a dim link in the video description, as the aspects we've gone over a little bit is Controlled Demolition and Bastion. Vortex Grenade is probably my favourite grenade on any of the Void subclasses. I find it really strong. Now Shield Throw or Shield Bash, these are quite interesting because they both work with Controlled Demolition, hitting the target with Void ability is going to give you an overshield. So Shield Bash or Shield Throw. Shield Throw is probably the more sensible one because you're going to be able to hit multiple targets to get that overshield going. But I do enjoy running with my Shield Bash into something, especially if they're affected by a volatile. That's just like an instant couple of kills. And it's the same with the Towering Barricade. Obviously we've got two choices, the Towering Barricade or the Rally Barricade. The Rally Barricade's got a shorter cooldown, but I still prefer to run Towering Barricade because I prefer to block areas off for me and my teammates. But if you want that extra cooldown, Rally Barricade, and of course that is going to give you that extra reload speed as well. Echo of Undermining, Void Grenades weaken targets. Echo of Instability, defeating targets without grenades grants volatile rounds to our Void weapons. So that's really nice. And then Echo of Persistence, Void debuffs applied to you. In specific here, the overshield, that's going to have an increased duration. And that is everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think is my customization. I'm not sure what to make of this fella. I think it looks alright. I quite like the gold and purple. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.